Amanda Blake of Gunsmoke. Kitty Keeps Doing Her Thing by Tom Longdon in April 1971. There were differences, I could tell. It didn't take long to notice how animatedly Amanda Blake was talking, occasionally waving her bejeweled hand to make a point, and acting more spiritedly than Kitty Russell ever could. That was one of the chief differences, Miss Blake said, between herself and the woman she has played for over 15 years on the ever-popular Gunsmoke. Kitty is very much in control of herself emotionally. She never breaks down, Miss Blake said. I'm not mature. I'm not emotionally mature. Amanda Blake, who is constantly called Miss Kitty and doesn't mind it a bit, was in Omaha for an appearance at the annual Omaha Home Show. She was seated in the cottonwood room of the Blackstone Hotel, her reddish gold hair done up, dressed in black knit sweater and leopard skin skirt, and wearing lots of jewelry, including a gold chain necklace and small dangling earrings. She's a very attractive woman, and that beauty mark on her right cheek is absolutely real. The actress who plays a saloon keeper was sipping plain water as she chatted amiably about a personal life that not too many viewers are aware of. For one thing, she commutes to work at Republic Studios in Los Angeles. Oh, she doesn't commute from Encino or Santa Monica or Beverly Hills. She commutes from Phoenix, Arizona. Miss Blake and her husband, Frank Gilbert, live on 4 acres of land in a Phoenix suburb, and Miss Kitty flies to her work in California. I have a plane, she says matter-of-factly. I just flip back and forth once or twice a week to do the shows, which take a week each to complete, and are made in a series of 12 at a time. Between the smog and the grog, I can't stand California, she exclaimed. It's easy to see why she prefers living in Arizona, the Valley of the Sun. She has her own orange grove and room for her horses, dogs, cats, peacocks, chickens, and birds. She and her husband can live a quiet, almost secluded suburban existence. She spoke fondly of a program that has won her international recognition, including the honor of being the first inducted into the Hall of Fame of Great Western Actors and Actresses in Oklahoma City. I love the people. I live the show. It's so nice to be the only permanent lady member of the cast. She said the performers have a good working relationship with each other, and we meet socially sometimes. There are some problems in the show, even after it load these many years. Another problem affects her even more directly. I just hate those barroom battles with a passion, she said. You can get hurt. I get very nervous with all those bottles and furniture flying. The bottles are made of spun sugar candy, but they're sharp and can still hurt if you get hit by one of them. Things can get difficult off the set, too. Some people tend to forget that you're not the character, Miss Blake said, adding that she sometimes has confrontations with men who persist in thinking she's really the earthy Kitty Russell. She has to tell them, including one high government official who wanted to nibble my earring off my ear. Look, I don't really run a saloon. I'm Amanda Blake, not Kitty Russell. Not worried. Miss Blake is not worried about her future as an actress, even if and when Gunsmoke eventually goes the way of other long-time successful shows, such as Ed Sullivan and Lawrence Welk. You can't ask for more than I've had, she said. When she started the show, none of the cast thought it would last this long, although we hoped for a successful run of 3 to 5 years. If the show were to end, she would be satisfied doing an occasional movie, not a skin flick, or television part. But there's something closer to her heart that she would like to spend more time doing, working against pollution and for the preservation of animal life. Miss Blake happens to be an auxiliary member of the Phoenix Zoo, which puts on one of the top 10 horse shows in the country, and is a member of the board of directors of the Fund for Animals. She does promotional work for the latter. She and her husband returned recently from a vacation in Africa where they went hunting, but only with a camera. Her concern about poaching was honest and obvious. It was absolutely appalling, she said. She said in one village, she saw a huge stack of illegally gotten leopard skins. Miss Blake's own leopard skin skirt, one observer noted, was synthetic. You're darn right, she said. Finally, that all-important question. What's going to happen to Miss Kitty and Matt Dillon? Nothing, Amanda Blake said, smiling. We just leave it up to the audience's imagination. Miss Kitty and Matt are just going to go on doing their thing.